Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding directional control valves used in hydraulic system. As the name implies, directional control valves are used to control the direction of flow in a hydraulic circuit. They are used to extend, retract, position, or reciprocate hydraulic cylinder and other components for linear motion. Valves contains ports that are external openings for fluid to enter and leave via connecting pipelines. The number of ports on a directional control valve, that is DCV, is usually identified by the term way. For example, a valve with 4 ports are named as four-way valve. So in short, control valves are used to provide a link between various and or changing flow direction. Now, with such valves, direction of the pressure effect or the volumetric flow can be modified. Consequently, the direction of various consumer systems such as cylinder or hydraulic motor can be controlled. So, the direction control valves are used to change the direction of flowing fluid. We have required to move the actuator in different direction, and it is actuated by supplying the fluid in different directions using direction control valve. So in a diagram you can see the cross section of the valve. Then in a diagram C you can see the 2 by 2 directional control valves. So first digit, that is 2, that is indicated, that is the port, that indicates the port, and the second digit that indicates the position. So 2, it is a number of ports, and 2, it is number of positions. So number of positions, that is represented by a square. Now you can see a hydraulic system. So various elements of hydraulic system, it is shown. At the left hand side you can see the pump. From the reservoir, the pump forces the fluid in upward direction via a direction control valve. So you can see after pump there is a pressure relief valve that is used to maintain a constant pressure in all the parts of the system. Then that flow, it is connected, that is passed through the direction control valve. So you can see there is a 4 by 2 DC valve, and the flow of fluid, that is indicated by a line having arrows. Then after passing, so you can see after pump, the port P, that is connected to port A, that is indicated by the arrow, and through the flow control valve it enters into the inlet port of the piston, and that fluid forces the piston in a forward direction. At the same time, the fluid inside the piston rod end, that flows through the control valve, that is indicated by the arrow, and that port, it is connected to the reservoir. So that is regarding the forward stroke. And during the return stroke, now during the return stroke, the firm flow, it is, so the position, that is change. So you can see the second position, these are the straight arrows, and the flow, it is reverse. So you can see, then the pump, it is connected to the piston rod end through the DC control valve, and it forces the piston in a backward direction, that is the retractant stroke, and the fluid from the back end of the cylinder, it will flows through the direction control valve into the reservoir. So this is a hydraulic system. So the basic elements, so first it is the pump, the fluid that is pumped through the hydraulic pump, and the cylinder and piston arrangement, that is a actuator. So that is a application. So that we will get the forward and return stroke of the piston. So the fluid from the pump, it enters into the direction control valve, and the direction of the fluid, it is changed according to requirement of forward and the reverse stroke of the piston. According to that, the positions of the direction control valve, it is changed. So you can see the diagram. So the fluid from the pump, it enters. So that is a port area, that is a P, port P. Through that port P, it will enter into the piston area, and the forward stroke that you will get, and during the return stroke, the positions of the direction control valve, it is changed, and you will get the reverse stroke. Now the valve classification. So number of ports and the number of valve positions are very significant indicators for the control valves and form the basis for their designation. Each position is represented by a separate square. Arrows and lines in the square provide information of what type of connections exist between the ports. So you can see the 2x2 DC valve in a first diagram. So first digit, it indicates the number of ports. So you can see in each block there are 2 ports in a first diagram. So it is a 2 ports, and second digit, that will indicate the number of positions. So total number of squares are 2. So these are the number of positions. Then in the third diagram, you can see the number of ports in each block, it is 3. So it is a 3 by 2. 2, that indicates the positions. There are 2 squares, means 2 positions are there. So it is a 3 by 2 DC valve. In a third diagram, you can see there are 4 number of ports, you can see. So one arrow gives the 2 ports. So there are 2 arrows, means there are 4 ports and 2 positions. And in the last diagram, that is bottom one, there are, in each block there are 4 ports. So it is 4 and number of positions are 3. So it is a 4 by 3 DCV. Then classification of directional control valve. So first, that is according to the type of construction, it is subclassified as poppet valves, spool valves. Then second, according to number of working ports, that is 2-way valve, 3-way valve and 4-way valves. Third is according to number of switching position, that is 2 position, 3 position. And fourth category is according to actuating mechanism, that is manual actuation, mechanical actuation, solenoid or electrical actuation, hydraulic or pilot actuation, and pneumatic actuation. So first we will see what is poppet valves. So directional poppet valves consist of housing bore in which one or more suitably formed sitting elements, that is movable, in the form of balls, cones are situated. When the operating pressure increases, the valve becomes more tightly sealed in this design. Then the advantages of these valves: no leakage as it provides absolute sealing, long useful life as there are no leakage of oil flows, and may be used with even the highest pressures as no hydraulic sticking and leakages occur in the valve. And disadvantages of these valves are large pressure losses due to short strokes and pressure collapse during switching phase due to negative overlap. So this is a puppet design using the ball. So P means it is a from pump, that is a port P that is connected to the pump, and A that is connected to the application area. So P indicates the the pump connected to the pump. T, it is connected to the reservoir or tank, and A and B, these ports that are connected to the application area. So application inlet and outlet. Then spool walls. The spool wall consists of a spool which is cylindrical member that has large diameter lands machine to slide in a very close fitting bore of the wall body. The degree of sealing depends on the size of the gap, the viscosity of the fluid, and especially on the level of pressure. The amount of leakage is primarily dependent on the gap between spool and the housing. Hence, as the operating pressure increases, the gap must be reduced or the length of overlap increase. So you can see the spool wall. So port P, it is connected to the pump. Then port A, it is connected to the application area. So this is a wall body and it is bored, and in that, so there is a lever for manual operation. So for actuation of the wall, you have to move the lever manually. So this is a closing of the wall. Then at the bottom you can see the activation. When you actuate the lever, the port P, that is from the pump, it is connected to the port A. That is the actuation of the wall. So it is a spring return. So direction control valve flow path terminology. So two-way valve, on or off functions for fluid supply. So use of the valve it is given. Then three-way valve, single acting cylinders and unidirectional motors. Four-way valve, double acting cylinders, that is used for double acting cylinders, bidirectional motors. And five-way valve, it is useful in pneumatic systems with dual air pressure. So DCV flow path terminology. So it is classified as 2 position, 3 position and 4 position. The positions refer to which direction the fluid happens to going when a wall is shifted. Now we will see the details of the wall. So direction control wall. The basic wall symbol is a blank envelope. DCVs have at least two envelopes which corresponds with two position wall. A three position wall will have three envelope and so forth. So when there are two squares, so name of that block, it is two position wall. When there are three squares, then it is a three position wall and so forth. Now, so arrows. So the arrows are added to indicate a direction that fluid can travel through the wall in that position. So according to that arrows, so a line and the arrow that will indicate the two ports in one position. So each arrow crossing represents two ports. The above example indicates the four ports. So you can see there are two bottom ports and two top ports. So it is a four port. Three-way valve. The little T emblem represents block port. So this port, it is block, that is indicated by a short or little t. Two-way valve. The arrow indicates one inlet port and one outlet port. Now for 3-position direction control valve. You can see the cutaway diagram shows how a spool can connect and disconnect passages. So you can see the valve body. There is a passage A and passage B. It is connected to application area. Then at the bottom you can see pressure passage, means it is connected to the pump, and another, that is tank exhaust passage, means it is connected to the reservoir. Now working, so you can see in a left hand side of diagram, P it is connected to A and B it is connected to T, means it is a tank. So if spool is shifted to right, port A connected to the port which is being fed by the pump, that is port P. So you can see in the diagram, P it is connected to A. When you shift the spool to the right hand side, then P it is connected to A. At the same time, port B is connected to the tank port T. You can see in the diagram. So same time B it is connected to T. So the fluid under pressure from the pump, it will enter into the application area through port A, and at the same time the fluid in another part of the piston and cylinder, that will come into the tank or reservoir through port B. The fluid from the port P flows through the port A and tank T receives the fluid from port B. Then another position, so you can see the another position that is indicated in a left hand side diagram. Now the P it is connected to B, so that you can get the another stroke of the piston and cylinder. If the spool is shifted to left, the spool connects port P with the port B and the port A with port T, which gives the reversal of the previous flow path. So direction of the flow, it is reverse by changing the position of the valve. So direction control valve operators. So an operator is a device that physically moves a spool or poppet. Manual operators such as push button, hand lever and the foot pedal use human power for actuation. So it is a manually operated valve. Mechanical operators use a machine component to contact a roller or ball bearing. Pilot operators use fluid to move the spool, and a solenoid uses electromechanical force to move the spool or poppet. So this is the method of actuations, and there is a symbolic representation in a that is given in a right hand side. So push button operated, the symbol it is shown in a slide. Then lever operated, pedal operated, then plunger operated, spring operated, air operated and solenoid operated, and combine air and solenoid. Then solenoid operation. A solenoid is an electromechanical device that takes electrical energy and produces a linear force in the direction of valve spool. When the solenoid is energized, the air gap is closed quickly and a force is developed in the direction of valve spool. A spring holds the spool against the solenoid push pin when the solenoid is de-energized. So the 2x2 direction control valve, it is shown in a diagram. So initially there is a off position, and in a second diagram you can see the on position, that is actuated. So this is 2x2 DCV, which is spring operated type. Here both off and on positions of the valve are shown in a above diagrams. If fluid is coming from pump, the spring moves towards right and the port P is connected to port A and fluid is supplied to the actuator. So you can see the diagram, that is off position, that is normal position on a left hand side, and actuated position in a right hand side. So here you can see the pump is connected, or the port P, it is connected to port A. Port A means it is connected to the application or the actuator. Then 3/2 direction control valve. So initial position, that is P, it is connected to A, and so you can see it is a push button valve. There is a return spring. You can see the symbolic representation at the left hand side, bottom of the left hand side. So P, it is connected to A, and A, it is connected to R. So in an actuated position, you can see P is closed, and A is connected to R. Then 4/2 direction control valve, it is a spool type. Normal position, P, it is connected to A, and B, it is connected to R. R means it is reservoir. So that is represented in a symbolic representation, it is given. Then actuated position, P, it is connected to B, and A, it is connected to R. So two positions that are shown in each diagram. So you can see in a first block, you can see P, it is connected to A. So that is a normal position. P, it is connected to A. You can see the symbol in a first block of the symbol. You can see P, it is connected to A, and B, it is connected to R. That is shown in a top diagram. P, it is connected to A, and B, it is connected to R. Then the valve, it is actuated. After actuation, you can see the second block in a symbol. A, it is connected to R, and P, it is connected to B. So you can see the actuated position on the right hand side diagram. You can see the P, it is connected to B, and A, it is connected to R. That is shown in the diagram. So 4/3 direction control valve, having 4 ports and 3 positions for actuating. In 3 positions, this valve will be actuated. So you can see number of blocks are, or number of squares are 3. So, and number of ports in each block, that is 4 ports. So 4 ports are there. So it is a 4/3 direction control valve. So in 3 positions, this valve will be actuated. The symbol of this particular valve is given below. Now, so 4/3 valve is commonly applied valve out of other valves. The center position of this valve is important for certain applications. The center positions of 4/3 valve. So these center positions are, first is open center valve, second is closed center valve, and third is tandem center valve. So first is open center. In an open center position valve, all ports are open to each other. So you can see in a diagram, all ports are open to each other. When this valve is used, the pump flow is directed to the drain through valve and not by pressure relief valve. When the valve is in a center position, when the valve, it is at center position, the pump flow, it is directed to the drain through the valve. Other two positions are to reciprocate the cylinder. In open center position valve, since the fluid is directly drained, no heat is built up in the fluid and no work is done by any part of the system. So these are the three center positions are shown for the 4 by 3 DC control valve. In a 4 by 3 DC control valve, the first center position is open center valve. So there are three center positions of 4 by 3 DC control valve. First is open center, second is closed center valve, and third is tandem center valve. Then next is closed center. So remaining two ports that are used for the forward and reverse stroke, and only when the valve it is at center position it has different applications. So closed center, in a closed center position valve, all the ports are close to each other in center position. The fluid finds its path to drain through the pressure relief valve, resulting heat built up in the system. Closed center position valve is used successfully in a inching operations or the applications. It is desirable to inch heavy objects or while rising a load with cylinder. It is advantageous to lift it in steps. This is achieved by closed center position valve. And next center position of the 4 by 3 DC control valve is tandem centered. The tandem center have incorporates advantage of open center valve as well as eliminates the drawback in a closed center valve, that is excessive heating. It has internal holes in the spool to keep connection between pump and the tank port. Tandem center valve keeps the load, that is actuator, on hold. As well, the pump flow can be connected to a series of valves for another circuit, thus eliminating the use of another power pack. So in short, that is all the center positions of 4 by 3 DC control valve that is shown. First is closed center valve position, second is open center valve position, and third is tandem center valve position. Then check valve or non-return valve. So this valve allows the flow of fluid in only one direction but does not allow the flow in a other direction. So it is also called the non-return valve, and it is represented by a symbol on a right hand side. So these are the type of check valve that is shown in the diagram. So the construction of one-way flow control valve. So that check valve, it is connected along with the flow control valve or the throttle valve. So you can see in a diagram, if the flow is from P to A, the check valve stops the flow passing in this direction, and the flow then passes through the throttle valve to get the constant speed of actuator. The cross section of the throttle is adjustable via a regulator screw. In a reverse direction, if the flow is in the opposite direction from A to P, the check valve permits the flow freely from 1 to 2. Then the application of CV in automatic transmission, that is given. So control valves can also react to changes in pressure. This simple shift valve is held at the end of the bore by spring tension and blocks the fluid under pressure at port A. So that application in automatic transmission, that is given. In automotive area, the control valves are applied in each area where hydraulic control and actuation tasks occur. In the automotive area, supply, control and regulating of actuations for automated manual transmissions, double clutch transmissions, continuous variable automatic transmissions or automatic transmissions. There in that field, this is used. Control of automated clutch actuation in hybrid drives and control of different locks. So this is regarding direction control valves used in hydraulic system. Thank you.